AOC, who is supposedly this leader, if you will, of the left movement, she isn't, at least not anymore, decided that this is what she's going to do, even though I have a lot of respect for what she's done in New York City and what she's done to inspire a lot of people. But she is a career politician now, and a lot of people need to realize that, and here's why.
This is just pitiful. This is pitiful.
Robert F. Kennedy Jr. And so president's only primary opponents are Marianne Williamson, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. Haven't been any rumors about anyone else even thinking about jumping in. Will you be supporting Joe Biden for re-election?
I believe given that field, yes. I think he's done quite well, given the limitations that we have. I do think that there are ebbs and flows, as there are in any presidency.
Vaccination.
Okay, for me, the bigger problem isn't so much that she said, well, among that field, yes, because quite honestly, okay, whatever. It's that then she pivoted to he's doing a good job and then sort of made it be like, well, it was the equivalent of Trump's there's good folks and bad folks on both sides. Like, that's how ridiculous it was that she just sat there and tried to like rose color anything that this president has done. I mean, this is the same person that couldn't get past the parliamentarian. So I don't understand how anybody could be singing his praises.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see what planet you're living on if you're going to say he's been doing a good job. First of all, I mean, again, as a digital rights guy, he may be the first president in recent history that will not even have a fully staffed FCC for the duration of his freaking term. Actually, it's supposed to happen maybe this week. So finally, after like nearly 3 years, he's going to actually have an FCC and fulfill one of his like easy slam dunk promises where it's like, come on, dude, you have to at least give us this. But he's missed the mark on everything. He set up the student loan forgiveness to fail. He knew he was setting it up in a way that it was going to fail. He did it on purpose. Couldn't get us healthcare during a pandemic. There were so many executive orders he couldn't have done, didn't do one of them. That's why whenever I hear people say like, oh, Bernie, we wouldn't even be better off if Bernie was president. I'm like, I'm sorry. Bernie has pissed me off many, many times, especially in recent years, and he'll piss me off a couple more. I guarantee it. However, you're living on a different planet if you don't think we would be a million times better off if Bernie Sanders was president right now. Would we still have a million problems? Yes. Would Bernie piss us off a bunch? Yes. But are there some executive orders that would be that would be life-saving for some people, life-changing for a lot of others that Bernie would have done? Yes. Also, yes. So, yes, we would be a million times better off. Still 1,000,005 problems, but 1,000,000 times better off. I'm sorry. Yeah. I know it's cool and contrarian to say otherwise, but if you want to live in reality, yes, we would be way better off if Bernie Sanders was freaking president and had been since 2020. But yeah, I think that AOC and all of them, I mean, it's not just AOC, it is all of them. When you get in the club and you get into the Democratic establishment and you get to be ciao Holly, come stai, and you get to be a career politician, you're gonna make that decision. It's like when somebody works for a certain car dealership, and no matter what you do as a customer, you can't get them to say that, yes, our car is not as good as maybe this other car. You can't get them to bash the car. Maybe they're working at a Kia dealership and you could be like, hey, is a Lamborghini a nicer car than a Kia? I mean, anyone could subjectively say yes to that, right? But they got to be like, well, the Kia offers a better value or something like that. They have to. It's the same thing in political parties. You can't say that your guy is shitting the bed. even if he is probably quite literally shitting the bed. I think that's totally possible for Joe Biden at this point. You can't say it, though. You can't. You gotta sugarcoat that freaking Reagan clone turd. And that's what AOC's doing. That is what AOC is doing. And does she have the option to really buck the system and go against all that? Yes, she does have that option. Is she going to? Clearly not. She's not. And when it comes to the squad, I mean, a lot of people have their takes on this where it's like, oh, people are going too hard on the squad. They're outnumbered. What do you expect from them? Okay, look, they are outnumbered. That is just mathematically true. Nobody denies that. But they're not using what leverage they do have. And if they acted as a block time and time again, there'd still be a lot of losses, but there would have been a couple wins too. Instead, we have nothing but losses because they never act as a block. I get that you're outnumbered, but you're not using the leverage you got, and that's the freaking problem.
Thanks for watching. If you want to support our mission to transform politics into service, please like this video, subscribe, follow us on social media, and consider joining our Patreon, where you'll get early access to our interviews as well as other exclusive content. Links are in the description. Peace out.